What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play here on the Bedrock edition. Last episode we got done on our kelp farm, which is directly behind me. It is extremely miserable, but it's not night time, so I can't actually sleep away the rain. Now this is the second time I'm recording this episode because I initially planned to do a load of stuff during the episode, and when I was recording, just getting the first bits and pieces that I wanted to get done took up pretty much like half hour, 45 minutes alone. So I'm going to give you a quick run through of everything that I got done. And firstly is the changes to our smelting operation. Now instead of using our basic 5 furnace setup that we had here sitting underneath our chest, we now have 16 furnaces which are all feeding the dried kelp to this chain of chests. Now after these are usually all full, I'll go through them, change them into the dry kelp blocks, and then I'll feed them into our fuel input. Now I've adjusted the whole system so that now we can smelt any other items in here as well. Now that is by simply moving, I replace the chest with hoppers, so that if we didn't want to carry on collecting kelp for smelting, we can just hit this switch, it will move the second line of hoppers out of the way. We can use our second input chest to feed our hopper minecart, and then that will go along its route and drop everything into the furnaces. Now I do plan on extending this to another 16 furnaces on this side, so then it will be smelting half a stack every single time, which should do quite a lot. And also I've made adjustments to the sort of timing section of it. Because the situation that I was having is that the hopper minecarts were only picking up so much that it would then do an entire drop off along the way up, and then it would run out of items around about here. So it's only picking up, I think it was picking up like 20 or 24 items at a time. So we've got a detector rail put round to a massive sort of delay to then resend it off. And then I've also got an on off switch in case I don't want the minecarts running. So to turn it back on, you just hit that lever there, which will then bring down that block over there, which is on the sticky piston. You could then hit the button, and then that is our fuel input. So that will run its course, and then when it gets to the other end, it will set off the delay timer. That gives the hopper minecart enough time to pick up another full stack of whatever's in that chest, which will be our fuel. And then to turn it back off, all that you do is that you hit that lever, it will put that block back up, so then the signal, the delayed signal, can't actually make its way all the way around. I have done the same for this input chest also. That is all hidden behind this wall just over here. So we've got another delay with another sort of lever on and off section, which is working out pretty handy. And that also led on to us being able to do the second thing that we wanted. Now I initially started the episode off with me doing a massive sort of adventuring run. I went to the end, exploring the end for probably a good hour and a half to 2 hours, and I managed to get enough shulker shells to get another, was it 6, 7, and I've got one extra one in my ender chest, so another 8 shulker chests I managed to get. I done a massive nether run also, so then I got I got 4 wither skeleton skulls, is what I was trying to think of. In order to fight the wither, I fought the wither, so here's a few clips of me epically failing at that. Great. Now, because it's on hard, the wither effect tends to last a very long time, and you actually don't heal as quick as your health goes down from the wither effect when it's on hard. And I can't see my health with the achievement, go away. Okay, so that's even with regen 2, and my health is barely keeping up. So the wither may be a little bit more difficult than I initially thought. So grab an instant health. That's not really done much. That's only after 1 hit, you've got to be kidding me. And he almost killed me just from the wither effect alone. So yeah, we've got to try our best not to get hit by that until the very end. It's alright if we die right at the end. But in the meantime, oh seriously? Where has he gone? Oh, come on. Okay, seriously? When did the Wither spawn Wither skeletons? When was that a thing? Yeah. No. Ah, so gonna die. Yep. Okay, so I have to attack him with... Oh, really? What is that crazy attack where he just destroys everything? Okay. Doesn't seem to be hurting me all that much at the moment, with me being stuck directly out. Oops. What is this? He's just like teleporting out everywhere, but for some reason he's no longer doing ridiculous wither effect. I don't know if that's bugged out or what is going on. You see that move? That he just wrecks everything around him. Oh, lava. Water, come on. And I swear he's just teleporting now. I don't want to kill him over the lava. And I don't want to fall into the lava. Oh, yeah, he teleports now. But since when was that a thing? There you go, you're going to have to get lost. But one good thing, I'm not sure if this is bugged out or not, but I'm not getting the wither effect on this time. Fingers crossed. But he is teleporting. Oh, come on, get away from the lava. Fairly sure he's doing that on purpose. Come on. There we go. Get annihilated. Oh my god. I'm not sure if I was just ow. Did not expect him to explode afterwards as well. Yep, as you could probably tell, that didn't go too well, but for some reason on the third attempt running in there after dying the first two times, like the first time he one-shotted me with full diamond enchanted armor, which I thought was really bad. Like, the difficulty of it is stupidly hard, and then the second time I went in there he had spawned wither skeletons, which I didn't know was a thing. Can we sleep yet to get rid of this rain? It's really bugging me. Yeah, the second time I went in there, he'd spawned wither skeletons, and he absolutely just wrecked us, like, completely and utterly again, sort of one-shotted us. But then for some reason, the third time when I went in there, I wasn't getting the wither effect at all, and the explosions it was doing like barely no damage whatsoever. Oh yeah, it's nice feather now. Yeah, so it was a little bit weird. I'm not sure if he had glitched out or each time that you die it's meant to get slightly easier or what, but I'm assuming that he glitched out towards the end because going in the third time he was a lot easier to finish off killing. So we did actually manage to get a Nether Star if I can go and find it. I've put my ender chest down somewhere again. It's what usually happens in my world, is that I'll randomly put down my ender chest, forget to pick it up, which is how comes I end up building like 10 or 20 of them. I've left the one that we carry around on us over here. So we've got a Nether Star and we've got our obsidian there ready to make our beacon. Also, I started off the episode showing a mining run that I've done. I done a mining run for, I think it worked out as 9.5 hours. It was through all three of the Transformer films, the first three of them, and that calculated up to over 9 hours worth. And we've got a chest of goodies here, which is an absolute ton of coal, ton of redstone, ton of gold. I've already gone ahead and smelted up all the iron that we needed because I want to make a full tier beacon. So if we look into our happy little chest over here, and we've got over 2.5 stacks of iron, and I've topped up all of our redstone chests, so our redstone chest now has an absolute bunch of hoppers. which is what we was really lacking on. So, oh yeah, before I forget, they're meant to be in our end chest. So yeah, that was a very, very long mining run, and I'm just smashing stuff up now, ain't I? Come on, let's put that back in there. So let's go make our beacon. And have we got everything on us? There we go. We now have our first beacon of this world. Nice. Now this is mainly so that I could get the haste 2 in the area. Now where I want to build it. Oh, also another. I'm trying to remember what I went through everything in the beginning of the last recording. I actually went through quite a lot. That's probably what took up the majority of the time. And I looked at the recording time. It was like 45 minutes, and I hadn't even gotten to what I wanted to work on. I've done all of the windows on the entire cathedral. I've replaced them with a gradient of yellow, orange to red. And I've also done it on the front. If we got some flight, we could actually get around a lot quicker. But I keep on having issues trying to take off. There we go. So I've also done it on the front side here. And I've got the big window at the top, which is gradient. I've got the windows either side, got all the windows done around the sides and the back of the whole place. Now the windows along the sides don't look too bad because there's not too much yellow in them. The windows at the back, the bottom one, not too happy about. Them ones, I'm not too happy about. And the larger ones at the front. I think the colour of the glass may be a little bit bright for the build. But you're going to have to let me know what you think of that. I'm tempted to switch it out just for plain glass and see how that looks. Now that is all lit up with glowstone. Okay, so there's a render difference on that sheet, but it disappears and then reappears. Disappears and reappears. Okay, yeah, there's glowstone underneath all of that glass there, so it's all lit up at night. It does look pretty decent at night time, which I'm quite happy about, but as opposed to the colour of the glass, I think it may be a little bit too bright for the build. So I'm tempted to switch it out for plain glass, just a section of it to see how it looks. But to start ourselves off with again, now that we've got through all of that, I actually want to go and place this beacon down. Now I want it placed down dead centre of our cathedral build, so then the beam's coming out of it. And the best place for that, to do a direct route down to the ground, because obviously you want to put it as close to bedrock as you can. I'm going to do it over here next to our entrance or exit. I think we should do it to our exit. So if we dig down from about here, so I'm going to run down there, start putting the beacon down, and I'll bring you back for when I put the beacon on. Okay, so I've got the area dug out. I've got the pyramid laid out, which I believe is correct. A 9x9 at the base, and it's up 4 layers up to the 3x3. And we can tell if it's right if we actually whack down the beacon. So please, is this in the right spot? Oh, I've got to actually break up the... Oh, I completely forgot about that. This is how comes I dug a hole all the way up to here. Because I'm actually going to have to break a hole in the roof of the cathedral. Just in order for the beam to get through. So I'm hoping... Okay, so apparently I just had to create a fully powered beacon, but I need to activate it still, I do believe. Head on up here. Now, I'm a little bit worried now. If I fall down there, I'm fairly sure the exit is now just going to drop me straight through to where the beacon is. So I'm going to have to get some glass down there as well. So break Q, break Q, break Q. That should be fine. There we go. So do that. I think the safer bet is to actually go down here from our entrance. And how far down do you go? I'm not too sure if that will kill us or not, so to be on the safe side, let's just drop a little bit of water. Yay! All the way down. And then, oh really? I want you to go to that. And then we want our haste 2. Here we go. Not too keen on the particle effects. Hopefully I can switch them off somewhere. But that should mean that we should be able to, yep, we can insta-mine all these blocks now. Happy days. Okay, let's pick up our ender chest. I did actually want to pick that up. Got so much garbage on me. Now, what I do actually want to work on now that we've got all of this out of the way with, and we've finally got our first beacon of the world, eventually I want to expand this out and have all 5 of the beacon effects. Is it 5? Yeah, all 5 of the beacon effects in this one area. So we are going to have to do quite a lot more of the wither skeleton hunting to be able to get the wither skeleton skulls and whatnot. But this actually leads directly down to our mine shaft, which should hopefully lead us to over here, where we can get out. Oh yeah, I started digging out that area. Now I'm hoping that because it's so low down that the area that it should cover should be fairly large, which means clearing out areas in order for new farms and base expansions should be a lot easier, because that's what I tend to do most of my time on, is clearing out areas, to be honest with you. But let's see how far that this actually goes. Okay, it's blinking off now. I want it to disappear so then I can see roughly how far it does go. But we want to sleep as well, there's going to all be badness out there now. And it should be active somewhere around about here, I'd imagine. Yeah. So I think it's like a 32 block radius around where the beacon would be. But for some reason, yeah, you have to be relatively nearby for the beacon to be like noticeable, like the render distance of it. But I'm not sure if that's just because my game may be glitchy. So if we just throw a half slab here, we move away. I'm not getting the chunk error where the block will then disappear when you're crossing over chunk borders. So no, it just must be the render distance of the actual beacon itself, which isn't that great. But yeah, we've got our first beacon all done and dusted. Now what I do want to work on is a way in and out of this cathedral, because currently each time, if I'm on the outside of it, if I don't come up through the water elevator in the middle, that there's no way actually in and out without me busting blocks. So I thought that we'd work on that together over here today. So let's quickly get some food. I've got so much junk on me, so let's get rid of all of this. Thank you. And thank you. Don't need glass on us at the moment. Get rid of you. What we do want on us is our ender chest. And then we want our redstone gizmos and whatnot. Now, my idea behind this is the door design that we actually want is the trapdoors, the spruce, oh not spruce buttons. Did I seriously just make a stack of them? Yes, I did. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Trapdoors. I think that should be enough, hopefully. And then we want to get, say, a load of Junko blocks. And let's say we do this like so. Because we want the doors on the inside. And then what? Oh, they're buttons. That's not going to look good. We do that. We're going to want it on the stair sections as well. Like so. Like, I just really like the texture of this for the actual door. Which I think will look really good. Now obviously we won't be able to open and close the entire thing. I'm going to have to try to get a door at the very... that's not where I wanted it. Right at the very top. Now, give me my axe please, thank you. Easier way to do this. Just grab some blocks. Do that. And then do that. Thank you. Get rid of you. So then, what it should look like after we get rid of all of these Junko blocks. We say put the not you there. I've got to be careful. I may actually have to make a secondary pickaxe just for doing building stuff around here, because with the Insta mine, you don't want to be tearing your own builds away. Yeah, so as you can see, the actual texture of the door, I think looks really good with the spruce trapdoors. Is there a way of turning off particle effects of this stupid thing? It's starting to do nothing. Show outline, in-game player, render clouds. Got particle render distance. Can we just turn that off? Do you reckon that'll do it? Ah, sweet, I think that has done it. Okay. But we're no longer getting the mining buff thing. Okay, there's a... it doesn't get rid of the particle effects. Well, that's just something that we're going to have to deal with unless there's an option. If there is an option and I've not noticed it, please let me know in the comments below, because it's going to drive me insane otherwise. But the aim with this door is obviously we can't get through because, yeah. So what I actually want to do is make an automatic section that the bottom 2 layers will open up for us to get in and out, because trying to create a system where the entire thing opens up, I think is a little bit outside of my wheelhouse of being able to get that to work with redstone. So we actually want these 2 bottom layers to come up, and I think the best way of doing that is by using some form of a sticky piston system for the middle ones. We get rid of that. Just clear a little bit of working area underneath here. Okay, I've cleared out a little area here for us to actually do some work with now. So let's grab some... we want some stone because we want some stone bricks on us. We also want to get rid of this iron that we've got. Oh no, I've put that away somewhere already. Put you back into you. Thank you. And then let's make some stone bricks. And we've got our redstone chest, I do believe, already sitting out here. Now we want some sticky pistons, some repeaters, some dust, some redstone blocks. Now, I've seen a lot of different variations. I think they're classed as garage doors, but I wouldn't really class this as a garage door, because they're usually a 3x3 area. They're sort of garage doors, the garage door designs. So what we want is... no, we don't want but we do want, say, a line of blocks, say there, with a line of sticky pistons, maybe. Say just there. Do you reckon that's right? Or is that going to have to go one back? Trying to work this out. Let me think. So let's say that's our floor. Because obviously we can't have the sticky pistons with the doors on the same length, so there is going to be a little bit of depth sort of conception going on. Like one layer is going to have to be one sort of pixel in front of the other. We're going to want some redstone torches. Now our first set of trapdoors we're actually going to want on here and we're going to want to be activated, so we want them. Which way are you going to go? We don't want you going that way, so let's break you. And is that going the right way now? Yeah. So we want them all facing that way, which is fine. And then our next set of doors we are probably going to want on this block here. Probably, hopefully facing the opposite way. So, oh, can I not jump? There we go. Yeah, so we're going to want them facing that way. If we do that, and then that. And then we're going to want a way of powering both of these at the same time. So if we were to run our building block of choice just underneath there, let's make a little room for us to be able to get around. And then if we whack some redstone torches just underneath this line here. Interesting, then we need to activate them trapdoors that are on the sticky pistons when they get lifted up. Can we sleep? And I think the only way of being able to do that is by laying some redstone blocks. So just gonna have to deal with this area being a bit of a mess for the time being. Have we got any redstone? Oh, we've got redstone blocks on us. See, I did plan ahead. I just forgot that I planned ahead. Now, get up here. Then let's quickly grab our redstone blocks. Say, interesting. So this layer here is probably going to have to... Oh, that's not what I wanted you to do at all, guy. So if we got rid of you, and let's say... Yeah, so that's how we actually want that to go. Obviously that redstone block over there doesn't have to be there. Now, you see what I mean about the sort of 1 pixel sort of depth thing? Is it 1 pixel? It'll be 3 pixels, just like the width of a trapdoor. The same's going to happen on the ones that we now have to lay here. So it'll come in and out a bit, but from a distance you still get the full effect of that sort of texture for the door, which I'm happy with. And now it's just a case of building a circuit that will open and close this for long enough, which we can probably do by, say, bringing this out to about here. And then we're going to want a line in and out as well from both sides. So let's break a little bit more room. I've got it all sort of lined up how I want it to work. So if we have some redstone dust, get our repeaters. Repeaters can all go into there. This is going to switch on, well, not on and off, but open and close our entire door. And then we're also going to want a little bit of a timer circuit running round onto it. So let's say bring you to there, you to there, bring you to there. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough of a timer circuit or not. But then we're going to want a signal running round to both inputs, which are going to be pressure plates either side. So maybe one to there and one to there. Have we got the makings of some pressure plates by any chance? Grab you. Let's make some pressure plates. Now, I'm not too sure if that timer circuit's going to be long enough or not, or if it's going to work at all. But I think that's because we need to extend the signal for this. So we throw a repeater into there. Okay, that one's not powering up now. Now, why is that? Oh, that's because these are only sending the same amount of signal input, so let's grab a repeater, put that there. Just so it's got the full strength of it coming in. There we go. Let's see how long it stays open for. Not too bad. I'm not 100% happy with the way that it's closing back up though. So instead of this timer circuit being built directly onto our input, I think we should just have a straight input line. So we want to build a little section off over here. Say like so. It's that repeat is no longer necessary. And then this can be, we'll just have our separate timer circuit, which could be over here. And then that could be comparator, and then comparator, 1, 2, and then this can then lead off that way. But then this can be a straight signal out. So then regardless of the signal deteriorating through here until the signal's completely finished, this should then all turn on and off together. If my redstone mechanism's right. That's it all opened. Then hopefully the timer should sort of work its way down, and yeah, and it all closes up fine. That's happy days on that. I should just link that up to the other side over here. Hello, what's going on guys? Now we want our pressure plate, which could be here. So bust down that hole there. Now obviously I'm going to have to do something to make the cosmetics of this side, down in the alt, look a little bit better. But it should hopefully work from this side also. Nice. Let's just bust this open a bit. We're going to want some torches as well, just to throw down here. Because like I said before, having redstone torches near your redstone gizmos is always a good idea, because it reduces lag in the area from the lighting updates. So I think that should be more enough of the torch spamming. And then if we get some dirt and patch up all of our holes. Add a free inventory spot, maybe. Thank you. Like so. Yeah, like I said, from this side, it doesn't look great from the inside, but the inside itself needs a lot of decorating and internal sort of decorating. Internal decorating? That's definitely not right. I forgot what it's called. Internal design. Yeah, not internal design. It's something design. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go with that. Now, that's the wrong place for that block. So patch up all of these holes as well. Interior decorating, there we go. Finally came to me. It was sort of like a massive just brain lag. Now let's patch you up. Once that grass all's red, so it'll look wicked. And then we can put all away our redstone gadgets. Keep them spruce stores set aside. But yeah, I think the texture of the spruce wood trapdoors look wicked, especially for a large door design like that. So from this side, like this direction, you can't really tell that that door, you can't really tell that that door isn't like a flat to the surface sort of thing. It does look like a proper doorway, and the texture of it looks like an actual door. Oh, and as you can see as well, now that it's getting to night time, Enderman keeps on seeing my dirt and making the stone visible. As you can see, all the windows are sort of lit up, and that's the same for like all the way around it. If we head over to this side, if we get some rockets on us actually, and I can show you better from the air. Yeah, so it's all nice and lit up. Looks pretty nice. Like I said, I am happy with the window designs on either side. It sort of blends in pretty well, but with the larger scale ones at the front, I'm not 100% sure that that sort of colour brightness is good for the sort of tone of the building. Like, it's very earthy sort of tones, and the windows are just really, really brightly coloured. But then again, it may just bring a splash of colour. It depends what you guys think. I'm tempted to swap it out for plain glass to see how it looks. But yeah, let me know what you think of that. Hopefully this should all be working now. And then we should just be able to walk through. And then the timer will sort of wear its way down and it will close it. So happy days on our door front there. Now there are a couple of different little bits and bobs that I actually want to get done. We've got a horse trapped over there as well. So what I'm going to do is there's a couple more little details that I actually want to add to the... Actually, you know what, let's go to sleep first. And wake up. Open you back up. Yeah, there's a couple of details that I want to add to the outside of this area. Where'd he go? Oh, cute. Yeah, to these things just here, like this area here along the top looks really plain. So I think what I may do is add some blocks and then maybe some chiseled stone with an upside down stair. And sort of do it the same sort of design as the section up above. And do that going round. So let me quickly crack that out and we can see how that looks before we end the episode. Alright then guys, now I've gone around and I've made the adjustments to the place. So we've got our sort of chiseled stone with our upside down stone steps and sort of pointed bits, and then I extended the cobblestone walls out to either side as well. Just sort of tie it in a bit. So it's just an extra bit more detail on the outside of it, which I think looks pretty decent. It matches the area above now. I still may need to add a little bit of detail to this back side of the tower, because it is still looking a little bit plain and bare on this end here. I'm not too sure, but I think that may be enough detail for the outside of it. So I'm fairly confident in saying, apart from swapping out the glass to normal plain glass to see if that works a little bit better. As you can see, I've been adding like little bits of detail with the chiseled cobblestone and whatnot, or the chiseled stone bricks. I may actually go and cook up some cracked stone bricks and may just throw them in here and there, not like overly do it with them, but just here and there, just to make it look like it's a little bit worn down. Well, not worn down, but just a little bit of wear and tear on it. But we've got our door all nice and done now, which I'm quite happy with. So then this leads into our villager trading area. We've got our beacon up, we've got our horse, which is going to be set free. Yeah, I found him, but he's got loads of hearts. So I just need to put a saddle on him and actually find somewhere for the horses to go. So I've not actually got around to doing anything about that. This little bit of land's going to have to be brought up by one. A little bit worried about lighting over around here as well. Otherwise looks really dark over here, when there's clearly more than enough torches. But yeah, for today, I think that's going to do it for me. I'm quite happy with getting the door done. We've got our beacon. This episode was a lot longer before I decided just to redo it. Damn Enderman. They drive me insane, because I terraformed all this area and I've had to replace all the grass. It's just, whenever they pick up one block of dirt, it will then expose the stone, which is bugging me. So every now and again I have to keep on coming over and repatching it. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Bye bye.